In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a full marketing package for your next sermon series. We're going to talk about hero graphics, social media graphics, thumbnails for YouTube videos, and even templates for Reels. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into the content. If you're anything like me, having to create a marketing campaign for your next sermon series always seems like a very daunting task, right? When you get done with one, another one comes down the pipeline, and you begin asking yourself, is there a faster way to do this? Well, I believe that Canva holds all the tools that we need to get done in minutes so we can redeem our time and get back to what's actually important, being with people. So as you can see here on the screen, I actually have an Easter graphic that I whipped up here in about 10 minutes. It has a hero graphic here, a social media asset. It has a thumbnail for your YouTube video whenever it's finished. It has another social media graphic, and then we have a template here for like a reel. So you can actually see the branding is around here on this border, and then you can actually hit play and you can put some clips of your worship service inside of here. So I'm gonna show you how I did this, and you're gonna go along with me, and we're gonna create a whole nother sermon series package, and we're gonna do it all here in this Canva template. And if you're not familiar with how Canva works, I actually have a video right here that you can check out that shows you all the basics of how the Canva dashboard works. Go check that out first and then come back to this video and we'll keep moving forward. So I want us to be able to create these 5 assets together for another sermon series. Let's say it's the beginning of the year and we're doing like a new year, new you kind of vibe. I'm gonna go down here into my icons and we're gonna pretend like this package isn't here. I'm just gonna use it for my own sake so I can remember which 5 to do. But let's say you are creating a new sermon series. I like to just click presentation because it gives you the 16:9 ratio. And we're going to go over here to design. And I'm going to say New Year sermon. And let's see if there is any place for us to start here. I'm not really looking for an actual New Year sermon. Maybe more or less just the vibe is what I'm going for. So let's say, I liked this one up here. Let's go with this. This is a great start. So let's go ahead and just start building it out. Already a pretty cool space. So let's pretend, not really into having the pastor's name on the sermon series graphic. That's just my own personal preference. But we can say starting in 2026. And we're gonna put Wesley AI for now. We'll pretend like Wesley AI is the church that is having this service. So already we got a pretty cool start. Maybe I want some of these clouds to kind of bleed over the words here. Let's go see if we can find some clouds that we can bleed in. No, let's see. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. So could actually go here and we could bring it to the front to have it like kind of cross over the U in you. The U in you. Yeah, that's kind of a cool start. Kind of gets it bleeding into it. What about this? No, that's too fake. Fun fact, you can actually take the same asset, copy and paste it, and like rotate it. And you'll get a whole different side of it that you didn't get on the other one. So I'm gonna say like here. Yeah, it's just crossing over into the words a little bit. This is a great start so far. I might want to go in here and like bring the opacity down just a little bit so it's not like sticking out like a sore thumb. Cool. I love it. That's a great start. So we have our hero graphic already. You could throw this on the screen, put it on your social media, and you're like, hey, we're starting a brand new sermon series. Let's go. That just took me a few minutes, but we're going to dive in here and create some social media content. So here's the fun thing. Instead of clicking just add page, what happens if you click add page is it's just going to create one the same size. We don't want to do that. We want to make one this social media square. So what I'm going to do is actually go here and go to social media and find the one that is a square, which I think is this shop's cover. Yeah, 1024 by 1024. That's a perfect square. So we've got the square here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to grab all of these assets, all of them. We're just going to start with all, and we're going to move them over. And it didn't bring the background with us, so let me see if I can grab it. There we go. What I want to do is just stretch the background to fill the screen. Maybe go like that a little bit. Let's start here. Then I'm actually going to take it to the back. So now I can see my assets here. And we're going to blow the word up for New Year, New You, right in the dead center. We're going to grab this cloud here, set it here, bring this cloud here. Maybe stretch it up on top. Maybe grab this cloud again, put it here. Yeah, we're already cooking. Let's go here, darken it up a tad bit. Incredible. Let's grab the Wesley AI graphic. or the word. We'll pretend like that's the church name. And then I can't get to the, sometimes you have to like move items backward and forward in order to be able to grab other items. There we go. There we go. It's a pretty cool start, I think. Make sure these are the same size. Cool. All right, so now we have a hero graphic that we can use on our bumper video, our screens, our social media. We have another social media post for New Year, New You. Let's go ahead and make like a statement piece. So as you can see, I've got this statement piece that for the other one uses a lot of the same color flowers for a border, and it's got a word here, Christ is risen. So cool statement pieces make for good social media content. So for this one, I just want to duplicate or add a new page because it's going to do the same size as the last one. And we need to build a border. So I'm going to grab the background here and let's do this. Let's grab this cloud real fast. Let's put one there, put one here. That's enough of a border, I think. And then what I want to do is grab these two text pieces. And what's a statement that we could use out of New Year, New You? Maybe surround yourself with love. Let's try that. Surround yourself with love. I can dig that. The best way to have the beginning of a new year and have a good year, new you kind of vibe is to surround yourself with love. So there's a cool quote piece. You got hero, advertisement for social. You got a nice little quote here that you can put a caption at the bottom and say, how are you going to surround yourself with love this year in order to make yourself a new creation? So we've already got some good social media content rolling. Let's say that we have our sermon that is live streaming onto places like YouTube and Facebook and all that, and you need a thumbnail. So normally you would have like the series name, maybe the church logo over here, church logo, and then a picture of the pastor. And we're just gonna pretend like I'm the pastor. So we're gonna do presentation again because that's a 16 by 9. That's the size that they would use. I'm just actually gonna copy all this over, paste it over here. And then the name of the series is New Year, New You. I want to actually get rid of that and position this backwards, get rid of the date. And we're going to pull a picture of myself singing, but pretend like it's a pastor preaching. Let's pretend like this is me preaching on a Sunday morning, but it's just me singing on a Sunday morning. We're gonna do background remover to where it's just me. And then we're gonna blow it up, make it kind of the central piece here so people know who's teaching in the video. Cool key is to make sure you got like a good quality photo. This one's okay. It's a little purple only because of the environment of the video or the environment of where the photo was taken. This is where you could get a little creative, and you can actually see here the background remover didn't completely remove everything. It's kind of got the light bulb that was behind me for the lighting fixture, and that actually looks worse, I think. Yeah, I just cut my thumb off. Let me restore here. I see what happened. Size is down some. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Doing a lot of shining there. Okay, looks pretty good. The purple's kind of offsetting like the vibe of the yellow and blue. So if I want this blue or purple to match the blue, there's a couple ways that we could do that. I could change the color of the actual graphic here and it would adjust just that color in the picture. Another way we could do it is we can go to edit and change the temperature. And so I could actually, because there's already a lot of purple in there, go to the tint and start adding some green. And what that's gonna do is possibly turn me to green. So we're not gonna do that. But we can go to this temperature here. And as you can see, it's gonna turn me more purple. We can go this direction and it'll start to turn me a little more tan. So because of these purples aren't interacting very well, there's not much I can do as far as adjusting here. The next best option is to do what I just did a minute ago and grab the color up here and change it manually. So that way now it kind of matches more with the actual graphic. And if you saw this thumbnail on YouTube, it worked out pretty good. We could even like take it over the top a little bit more and actually try it in like grayscale to make it pop a little bit more, which normally grayscale doesn't mean pop, but when it's against a more contrasting background with a lot of color, you can actually get a different effect. That could really like look neat on the screen as well. So you kind of have this cool vibe. You see that on YouTube, that could be a really cool piece. So now you've got your YouTube thumbnail, you've got some social media content, but now let's say you wanted to like build a frame for some reels. You can see here I've got some flowers here. On here, I've got the church's logo. Down here, Wesley AI. And then we've got this video playing in the background. So I'm gonna show you how to build that out real quick. Hey, real quick, I'm gonna take a second to let you know about something that's gonna be happening at the very beginning of the year. I am dropping my very first masterclass on how to do communications in a church setting in a way that redeems your time. You'll be getting a deep dive into my brain with multiple systems and processes on how I redeem my time during the week, so that way I can be a better steward of the time that I have, or the little time that we all have. I know that you got into ministry not to do admin, not to sit behind a screen. I believe that we are made for people, not pixels. With this masterclass, you are going to be able to take some of these practices and build off of them, so that way you can begin redeeming your time as well. It's going to be so simple for you to get access to it. It's going to be here on this YouTube channel, so you don't have to give me an email address or anything like that. All you have to do is hit subscribe on this channel and turn on the bell notifications, because it will notify you the moment that video goes live. You can get there other ways, but this is going to be the fastest way you can get the content. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. It's coming out at the beginning of the year, and I want you to start off 2026 on the right foot. Now, let's get back to the content. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to go to add page type. We're going to go to social media. We're actually going to hit reel. It's going to give us the size of an Instagram reel, YouTube short, whatever you want to call it, whatever you're wanting to post to. And we're actually going to grab these individual clouds and move them over to here, and you're not going to be able to see them because they're white on white. So what I want to do is, you can see I actually created some shadow here, and all that is a gradient. So if you go to your elements, you can type in the word gradient, and it's going to pull up a bunch of different gradients that you can pull from, and it'll create like shadow or gradient. You can change the color of the gradient. Well, you can change the color of some of the gradients. You have to, if you're wanting to change the color, you have to find one that will allow you to change the color. So what I want to do is actually put some blue back there. And so I'm going to grab this purple one here. It looks like it'll let me change it. I'm going to pick the color of the sky like that. And then we're going to create an illusion like there is a cloud. And we're going to do it this way. Oops, flip it to where we've got, I don't want that line. So we're going to pull it over here like this. We're going to highlight these two, bring the transparency down on them like that. Not into it. Oh, here we go. Well, now we're getting, no, that's good. That's good. And then we're going to take them backwards, and you're going to start to see these clouds pop. So let's say we got this cloud here. This cloud is down here. They're popping on the screen. And then let's go grab a video real quick and pretend like this is a video of our service. So we're going to go to worship service, and we'll pretend like we got something from somebody playing guitar. That's a good one right here. Just wanted to drop it on one of these items because so as you can see, it's just the guitar on top of everything. But if I take it and put it to the back, now it's covered up by your border. And so now you kind of have this matching vibe that goes with your new year, new you. And then you can always take your church logo and drop it in here. As you can see, it's a little dark. So we could either put it on the cloud like this, and then have video playing underneath it, or audio underneath it that is of like some of the music from service. If it's a clip of the pastor, it could be like a talking head piece. So for example, let's go grab like a talking head asset. Let me remove this video real quick. See if I can find a preaching. Here we go. Cool. I'm gonna take it, put it backwards behind everything. Boom. Now you have a really cool asset of your pastor preaching, and you can imagine having audio in here of a quote. And so you easily could do that, just replace that backdrop, and now you have shorts and reels that you can post on your social content. And just like that, we just made a marketing package for our brand new sermon series, and we've only been here for maybe 10 minutes. We have the hero graphic, we have some social media content, we have a thumbnail for our YouTube video, and then some real content as well. And the cool thing is you can actually click grid view and you'll be able to see all your assets here. So you can just imagine as you build out this sermon series, it exists in here. And then you can always, if you have a team of people, you can share access to this with other team members so they can build as well. So as you can see, it is so simple to get started creating content for your church on platforms like Canva. And I encourage you, if you have not jumped into the Canva dashboard at this point, do it, because it will help you redeem your time so you can get back to what's most important, being with people. And if you have more questions about how you're going to get started using things like Canva or AI in your ministry, I encourage you to go ahead and follow the link down in my description below. It is a free ebook that I created just for you called Redeem Your Time, and it will help you get started using artificial intelligence in your ministry today so you can start redeeming that time. Because I know you, and you probably want to be a good steward of your time, and you're tired of sitting around doing a bunch of administrative tasks like creating spreadsheets and graphics and social media content and all of these things that you really didn't get into ministry for. You got into ministry to be with people, not to be an administrator. So I want to help you buy that time back. I want to help you redeem that time back. So go right now, go to my description below, grab that free ebook today. And recently I broke down Canva's most recent keynote where they talked about all the incredible new AI tools that they integrated into their system. If you're wanting to check that video out and learn more about how Canva can be used in your ministry today, go ahead and click this video right here, and I'll see you over there.